I'm Gabrielle, and stay tuned for the bottom line coming soon. But right now, you're watching Ed Magic TV.
It's simple to see, it's Ed Magic TV, so the world can believe it's Ed Magic TV.
As I understand it, for the folks out there, part of your success has to do with visions and making your visions become a reality. Just how do you do that?
The most important thing is this: first of all, you have to believe. As the saying goes, conceive, believe, achieve. Now, in all honesty, what I do is I really listen to my heart. A lot of people just have a conflict between their logic and their heart, and they can't. And a lot of times their heart will tell them to do something. I call it their instinct and intuition, but their mind steps in and says, no, you shouldn't do that. This is not right. So first of all, you've got to really listen to your heart, because you've got to really satisfy your passion. So once you've done that, then you can use your mind to structure things. So what I usually do to turn my visions into reality is that I plan things. I'm very, very well organized. So what I do is, when I have a goal, I structure it. In all honesty, I put it down to paper, because when you write on paper or you make a note on your computer, you're actually doing a form of exercise between your motor coordination skills, where you're enforcing to yourself your goals. And by putting it down on paper, whether it's in your diary, whether it's in your computer, wherever it is, make sure you check it daily, make sure you check it weekly, review it every fortnight, whatever it is, and tick it off. And that's what I like to do. I really like to tick off all my visions and goals. And you've got to really just believe in yourself. You have to remember, nothing comes easy. And if you don't, you're going to come across a lot of hurdles, obstacles. That's what life is. And if you don't have those hurdles and obstacles, and if things were too easy, then it would be unrealistic. And it's what makes the victory even sweeter when you achieve it. So you've got to be proactive. That's the most important thing. Be proactive in terms of set your goals, even if it's set dates. That's not really so important, because there is no real time constraint, but it's just about setting a goal. So you've got to put it down on paper. You've got to take the necessary actions. You can't just sit on your hands and say, I'm optimistic and this is going to happen. You have to be proactive and progress. Associate yourself with the right people, and be very, very driven, very driven.
In our society, we have a big problem with our youth. And the fast food industry really has ruined it for our children. What are you doing about that and educating young people to eat properly so that they can grow up to be intelligent, responsible adults?
Sure. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm human, and junk food tastes great. So I'm not going to sit here and lie to you in this interview and say that people shouldn't eat this and shouldn't do that. That's rather unrealistic. Moderation is the key. That's the most important thing, first and foremost. I'll be honest with you. I love my pizzas, I love my hamburgers, but I exercise and I train very, very hard. And it's okay to eat like that, maybe once a week or once a fortnight. There's nothing wrong with it. The most important thing is that your body is burning it and using it for energy. But above that, first and foremost, it comes down to moderation. If you're eating like that every day, it's unacceptable. So if you can, throughout your daily diets, have a lot of vegetables, a lot of greens, and you've got to have that variety. So have good complex carbohydrates, avoid the sugary stuff. So for example, brown rice is fantastic, multigrain bread, a lot of green vegetables such as spinach. You've got to have that whole variety. Diets do not work. Sticking with one type of food plan is not going to work, because your body will crave other foods. If you just stay away from the high sugar stuff, it's very important, because the sugars actually cause your blood sugar to fluctuate so high and so down, and they cause cravings. So just a good balanced diet, just eat sensibly. And more importantly is to be able to exercise to burn it off. When you're doing that, your metabolism is raised, your body's using it for energy, so therefore you can then have junk food or chocolate maybe once a week or once a fortnight. To not have it at all and to completely deprive yourself is rather unrealistic, and we don't need to do that. It's just about moderation and burning it and just really exercising and keeping the body healthy.